Some people have been saying in the comments the last few games that I'm the reason Gillingham have had poor performances the last few games because I've been wearing the opposition colours in German Gills videos. So, to prove you wrong, I'm wearing today a Borussia Dortmund shirt, which is yellow. Harrogate playing yellow. So, let's see if this theory holds up. Oh, and before we begin, did you know that the UK's largest range of multi-wall polycarbonate and corrugated roofed sheets held in stock is by a company called C&A Building Products? If you didn't, you do now. And if you would like some plastic products for any project that you're doing at the moment, you can look at the link in the description down below to go straight to their website. Welcome to German Gills. Gills are back at action at home this weekend against Harrogate Town. Your German Gills show will bring you a live match reaction today from your host, Reese. With a few injuries and still suspension, Luke will give us his predicted lineup this afternoon. Adam Wesgate will be our live match reporter today as Gills look to get back to winning ways at Priestfield Stadium. Schön, dass du da bist und los geht's, Gills! Welcome to the German Gills show as Gillingham take on Harrogate Town this afternoon here at Priestfield Stadium. I don't think Gillingham have actually scored a goal at all against Harrogate Town in our history with them, so hopefully today is the day that we get some past them and take away 3 points. I'm going to be your host, Reese, to take you through every step of today's game. Thank you very much for stopping by on this German Gills show. And any Harrogate Town fans here as well, thank you very much for stopping by also. And if you'd like to support the channel, you could do so through Buy Me a Coffee, and any donations are much appreciated. And if you'd like to reach out to German Gills, we have our WhatsApp. The link for all that is in the description down below. And German Gills' first Goal of the Month competition for the month of August was won by Jaden Clark with 52% of the votes. Here is his goal against Luton Town. If you would like to go straight to the live match reaction, use the chatters at the bottom of the video to navigate around. Luke is getting ever closer and closer for his predicted 11. He managed to get 10 out of 11 last week, so maybe this is the weekend he gets a full strike with 11 out of 11.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Luke's 11, which is now sponsored by C&A Building Products. As an old saying goes, a week is a long time in football, and with Harris's pre-match, I sense he was on the back foot with certain defensive comments made, and I'm not talking about his playing style. After back-to-back league defeats and a 3-2 Carabao Cup loss to Luton, saw us back to winning ways Tuesday night with a 2-1 win in the Pepperoni Passion Trophy against League One Leyton Orient. I'm hoping we'll take some comfort in that second half performance against the O's with standout performances from Conor Mahoney, who has shown once again that with a bit of confidence, he is going to be a real player for us. And unsurprisingly, when played in his more natural position as a 10, showed us why so many people were excited to see Johnny Williams sign for the Gills, me being one of those. And I'm hoping he can play in that role again today. As for Harrogate, they've also had an interesting week, with Luke Armstrong's deal collapsing on deadline day and no sign of appeal being successful. We'll see him back into the squad for today's game. Harrogate also picked up a win Tuesday night against Nottingham Forest under-21s, winning 2-1. However, their form prior to that hasn't been great, winning 3 and losing 5 in all competitions, including an 8-0 drumming by Blackburn Rovers. However, I wouldn't take too much notice of that, considering we lost 3-0 to Colchester at home 2 weeks ago. I can't see there being too many changes from Tuesday night, and here is my 11. Jake Turner to return in between the sticks. At right back, Che Alexander. In my opinion, I would have gone with a centre-back pairing of Masterson and OG. However, I think Neil will go for Amar and Masterson. At left-back, Scott Malone. A midfield 5 of Sean Williams, Robbie McKenzie, Conor Mahoney, Jaden Clark and Johnny Williams. The lone striker was a tough call for me this week. After Harris's comments about Bond's season starting now, I was inclined to put him in. However, I believe he was talking about his fitness and not a deserved place in the starting 11. So I feel Ashley Nederson has done enough to keep his place in the starting 11, and with his pace offers us a great outlet. I think Harris is going to want to silence his critics this week, and of course I am one of those, so I'm hoping to see us play with some real attacking intent and put this Harrogate team to the sword. No disrespect to Harrogate, however, I feel, especially at home, this is a team that we should really be beating. Can we do it? I'm hopeful, and I'm going to go for a 2-0 win. Los gets Gills.
And we haven't heard from Adam Wesgate in a while, and he is headed to Priestfield today, so let's hear his thoughts for our match-up against Harrogate Town this afternoon.
Well, good afternoon from a very sunny Priestfield today. I'm full of beans today. We had a good result on Tuesday. Yes, the last week hasn't been great, but we're averaging 2 points a game. People are excited for it. We're playing the posh boys of Harrogate. The last time they actually beat us and wasn't so good, but we won on Tuesday, that's the main thing. Also, representing Germany, because you're in Duisburg, I'm dual national German. We've got the Mezza mix. I've got it in this, but if you want a great drink, Cola meets Fanta, try it in Germany if you can. But back to the football, the irrelevance of the football. I'm going to go with a 2-0 win today. We've got Williams in the middle, Johnny and Sean. We're going with George Lapsley driving further forward. If we're not going to attack an intent today, we're never going to have it. We may be out of strikers apart from Bon, but it's going to be 2-0. I've said it again. Reece, take that to the bank, take it away.
Gills fans have reached out to the German Gills show about our match this afternoon. Here's what they have to say in the German Gills fan zone.
Hello, Reece, at the game, and I reckon we're going to have a 2-0 win, Gills.
Here at today's game versus Harrogate, I think it's going to be 3-1 Gills. I think Nichols, Johnny Williams and Cody Bond will score. Los Gate Gills.
Good afternoon, Reece. Ben here. Hope you are well. Just parked up at Priestfield for today's game with Harrogate Town. My score prediction today, I'm going to go with a 2-0 win. I'm going to go with a Macaulay Bond to score his first Gills goal and Tom Nichols to come off the bench. Really hoping today's performance is a lot better than the last couple of games against Colchester and Grimsby. Fingers crossed for 3 points, and Los gets Gills.
Morning, Reece. Hope you're well on a fine, sunny day. I think it's going to be 3-0 Gills today. Nanderson, Johnny Williams and Ethan Coleman. Up the Gills, all go Gills.
Hi guys, Matt from the ME7 podcast. Beautiful sunny Priestfield, it's going to be a hot one today. And I think the Gills are going to be hot too. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win. Los gets Gills.
Let's head over to Priestfield Stadium for today's live match reaction. Los Gates Gills. So yeah, welcome to another German Gills episode. We've got Harrogate Town, but just before we begin, I'd like to give a big shout out to our sponsor, which is C&A Building Products. And if you're at the game, actually, you would have seen them at the centre pitch, who were the main sponsor for today's game, actually at Gillingham as well. So a big shout out for them, and thanks all the support they've given for this for the channel, and also a couple of extra shout outs as well. Thank you, Mr. P. Durkin, who has donated 5 beers to the channel. Thank you very much for your support through Buy Me a Coffee. But I got a couple of extra shout outs to give as well. Thank you very much for Eddie for getting in contact using our WhatsApp. And he wants a big shout out to Val, Phil, Joe, Betty, Sarah, Matty, Danny, Daisy, and Bea, and Lucas, all of which watch the channel after a Gills game. So thank you very much for your continued support. We've got Craig from Canada, who is going for a 2-1 win today as well, with Tom Nichols to score. That means he's got to come off the bench and doing both. And finally, we've got Jackson, who's contacted us last season quite often, is going for a 1-0 win with Malone to score in the 24th minute. If that comes through, my goodness me, well done, Jackson. Anyway, we are underway for our matchup against Harrogate Town. Big intro, I appreciate that. But let's see how this one unfolds. So Gills with the corner on the right-hand side is the first one of the match. It's an in-swinger. Can be attacked. It's getting goal. It's headed away. It's been a shot by Williams, who puts it up towards goal. It's bouncing around like pinball. Gills really to get the shot on target there. The ball is still alive. Can we get our foot for it to try and get ourselves in the lead here? It's going to be a shot by Mackenzie's blocked again. And Gills are still on the attack here. And looks like Harrogate actually going to clear the ball away in the end. And Malone, I think, is going to give the ball back to the goalkeeper. That was the first real attack of the game so far. Hopefully, more of that attacking intent, as Gillingham really are yearning for it at the moment, as the ball goes down the left-hand side. And that's a great ball by Malone, picked up by Johnny Williams. He's got Ramsey to beat as he's, again, trying to put it in the box. And that was a better tackle by Ramsey. And it looks like Williams is injured again. I think he'll probably get up from that. But the highlight, I think, is going to be over as Jake Turner heads the ball away, and I think we're going to end it there. Bit of an exciting minute that was. As Turner again doing his Cruyff turn manages to get the ball forward. Maybe this is hopefully what we've got to look forward to for the rest of this game. So Mahoney's at the corner left-hand side for Gillingham as it goes near post, and it's high. It wasn't the best delivery in, I don't think, but we have still got the ball in possession with Malone, and what a lovely bit of work that is as it goes across the box, and it just goes over the bar from a header from Lapsley. But what fantastic work that is from Scott Malone. The quality that he has is unbelievable. Beats Odo there, or was it Armstrong? Oh, sorry. No, it was Follering. Anyway, what a fantastic bit of work by Gillingham, and great work by Malone, showing his quality. Still 0-0. So Gills has gone to the right-hand side. It's McKenzie going to pick up the ball. He's going to put it straight into the box. It's cleared away. Unfortunately, it's gone to Williams on the outside of the box. And Malone's got an opportunity to put it in the back of the net. And it's a great block by Ramsey. It's great attacking intent from Gills. That's what we've been asking for such a long time this season. And we're showing much more fluidity coming forward. And Malone again nearly puts it in the back of the net. If it wasn't for a block by Ramsey. Let's watch it one more time. Good, tenacious work by McKenzie to get in the box. Great pass by Williams to get Malone a lot of space. Puts it, unfortunately, Scott Malone just didn't release the trigger quick enough, but decent block by Armstrong, and Gills got a corner. It's a long ball over the top for Lara into chase, and this could be a dangerous one for Gillingham. It's a great tackle by OG, and that's going to go out for a corner for Harrogate. I want to say what a tackle that is for OG, but I want to say one thing as well is, again, one of the things that is going to let Gillingham down are really quick and pacey players, and Harrogate have got a couple of them. They've got Odo and they've got Folarin as well, who have been showing that with a little bit of pace, Gillingham can be undone very, very easily. It's still 0-0 at the moment, but Harrogate are slowly finding their way back into this game. Gills now coming down this right-hand side. Alexander's done really well there, and needs to find the right pass or go himself. He's going to put the ball into the box. The back post coming to the ball. Calling on this. Not. It's going to be Malone instead. Surely that's a Gillingham goal, and it's just gone past the left-hand post. And arguably that is the best opportunity Gillingham have had so far this half. And I've got to say, I'm really sorry. That has to find the target. That really does. Great work by Alexander to get it to the back post. A little bit of a mix-up here. Macaulay Bond does well to head this back to Malone, and it's just not quite working for Lapsey and Malone. They couldn't quite read each other's game, unfortunately, and it ended up the ball just squirming past the bottom left-hand post. Unfortunately for Gillingham, the wrong side. But finally, it's taken a little bit of time, a bit more attacking intent since, what, the 15th minute? Still 0-0. Well, Harrogate got the ball in a dangerous position. It's fallen to Ramsey, who might shoot from distance, and Gills got some work to do, and it fires over the bar. And, I mean, we're about to go into the end of this half, and it's just... I have to say, Harrogate have come with a game plan, obviously, and that is to shut up shop and try to just and defend. And I also have to say, moving forward, they've looking pretty tidy. They've got a lot of pace to go forward, and Gillingham have had to really think hard about it. But actually, nothing has really happened in this game, if I'm totally honest. And this is why it's 0-0. And I've got to say, it's not entertaining. I'm sorry. So Gills got a corner on the left-hand side, just about to go to half-time. If we can get ahead now, it would really make that half-time talk a little bit easier. It goes to the back post. It's cleared away by Harrogate, and Gills need to recycle now, take a shot on goal. And it was a shot on goal. It was miles over the bar, and that is half-time. So at half-time, it is Gillingham 0, Harrogate Town 0, and at a hot Priestfield Stadium, we have Adam Wesgate.
Good, I would say good afternoon, but maybe not at this point.
I just got to ask one question. Are you sitting in the Medway stand? Because that is in the full sunlight, I think I can see.
Yes, of course I am. Of course I never thought of that. The bleeding Medway stand, sun beating down on me, the players are lethargic. Oh, God, I'll be glad when this weather's over.
Well, I have to say, I know we're not talking about the football, but is there anything to mention about the football? What's your take so far?
Oh, what's football? I don't know. I'm fed up with that. No, I'm joking. It's been. Do you know what? It's been a funny one because I think we've shown a bit more attacking intent than before, especially in the lineup and what I can see they're trying to do. But it's a funny old day. We were on top for about 15 minutes, and then Harrogate have had their spells. But I honestly think the weather is playing more of an impact than anything. I do think, trying to look at it, we've definitely been better than Grimsby. That was a low bar. I wasn't at Colchester, but it's got to have been a bit better than that. But I think we have to change a couple of bits to try and win this match. But I think it's totally in our hands. I think we can.
Yeah, and that's how I imagine. We've got some firepower on the bench as well and some energy. So might that be the thing we need to change it up in the second half?
I think so. I want to give a shout out to Johnny Williams, because I think when he doesn't have a great game, he puts his body about defensively. He always does stuff. I can see the passes I think that he's trying to thread. I think George Lapsley needs to do more, and I don't think Bond's getting a huge amount of service. But as you say, we've got options on the bench. Thankfully, Nichols is on there. I thought he was out for a while. So, yeah, I have some hope, and I don't think it's going to go the same way as Colchester. So I'm going to stick with my 2-0 that I went for at the start and stay positive.
Well, I'm glad we could all try and stay positive for this, but we'll catch up at full time. Yeah, we'll see you then.
I'll see you then when I'm a melted pool.
So we're about to get underway here for the second half and see if Gills can get something from this game and at least get a goal. We need to get some shots on target first. We haven't even managed that. So let's see how this one unfolds for the second half. As Odo's got the ball for Harrogate on the left-hand side, is taking on Conor Marston, and there's going to be a little bit of a threat for Gillingham because there's a lot of compactness back at that in the defence, but Gills has got to be careful here as the ball is now passed into the box and Gills have to be extra careful and defend, and it looks like Harrogate got a great opportunity here. It's a shot from distance, and it's a first shot on target of the game by Thompson for Harrogate, and I mean, it went straight into Jake Turner's hands. I mean, it is one of those shots actually that you can see in a blooper reel from a goalkeeper, but he took it really well, Jake Turner, and it is the first shot on target. I mean, and that is pretty mediocre, I have to say. But yeah, that's in telling of this game, to be honest. 0-0. It's good work by Gillingham. And Jaden Clark's got the ball on the left-hand side. He's being tugged. There would be a foul surely, but he's don't want to find the space. Can he get the ball across? He's done really well. There's a few step-overs. Just couldn't quite find the pass. But what an impact he's had just coming on instantly. He's picked up the ball again on the left-hand side. This is maybe the injection that we need into this game to get a little bit of pace for something to happen. And Mahoney's got the ball. He's trying to find a bit of space. Gone to Williams. Can he get a little bit of space to shoot? Can anyone get a little bit of space to shoot? It looks like no. And it's going to end... It's going to end in the Williams getting a yellow card, but you just want to say, Jaden Clark has literally just come on and look at the pace he injects into this game, and maybe this is what Gillingham needs to be able just to find a little bit of something in this game, because it has just died in terms of its pace and of its quality. So hopefully this sub might change that. Still 0-0. Just got a corner's left-hand side, could be put straight to the box, and that's when can we get on the end of this. Now, easily headed the way that is. But Gills looking, trying to recycle the play one more time. It's going to go Clark. Is he going to shoot distance? No, he's going to go to the right-hand side to Nichols. He's going to take a shot himself, and it's defended really well by Sims. And, I mean, the last sort of few minutes, Gillingham have come to the game a little bit, but we seem to be a bit of bereft of creativity. This is the most creative I've seen Gillingham so far this game, and even though it's not a shot on target, it's a little bit of attack and intent as Gills get a corner. That's going on the highlight reel. That's how poor our creativity has been. So Gills got a corner on the right-hand side. Can we take advantage of from this corner? It goes to the back post. It's just headed up. There's going to be a lot of pressure here. It's bouncing around. Someone get a shot on goal. How difficult can it be to save with a goalkeeper to just shot? And finally, it's gone in the back of the net. Williams in the right place at the right time. But it just looked like without any shots on target the whole game. And suddenly there are three at once of in that scramble. And Gills have found the back of the net, albeit with still 9 minutes to play. But my goodness me, that was long overdue. It's Gillingham's real first actual attack in this second half that's come to any conclusion, and that conclusion is Gills take the 1 goal advantage. It's Harrogate Town. Let's have a look at this again. It's a ball in the box. You put it in the mixer. It's headed up, and you've got a couple of Gills players there pressuring Oxley, the goalkeeper. It's Marston give it to Oji. Oji put the shot, and then eventually a good save that was by Oxley again, and it was blocked again, I think, by O'Connor, then put in the back of the net by Sean Williams. It was pinball wizard material. My goodness me. Gillingham 1, Harrogate Town 0. So we are 104 minutes into this game, and Thompson is standing over the ball for Harrogate. I mean, they've got to score now to get the equaliser put to the back post. Gills got some defensive errors headed away, and it's not going to be over yet. Gills got to be defensive alert because they've got to recycle, but Nadas has done really well there to win the ball, and can he get the counter-attack on and put the game to bed? He's got Jaden Clark running to the left-hand side. He needs to do it himself. Surely he does. He takes the shot, but it's a decent save by Oxley. But if anything, it's just running the clock down, and I think Gillingham should take that into consideration as they go to the left-hand side and keep possession of this ball. Goodness me. A nice counter-attack that Gillingham nearly doubled their advantage. And that is full time, and Gillingham walk away with another 1-0 victory against Harrogate Town. But of course, we are going to go over to Adam Wesgate for his final thoughts of this game this afternoon.
Well, what to say about that? I mean, hell of a finish to the game, and I would say, first of all, let's give credit to Harrogate. They probably did deserve a point. It's gutting. We've been there before with 84 Gills fans or thereabouts. We've lost games, so you take your luck when you get it. But again, you know, the league table is going to look good. I think we're top of the league again, but I'm not sure about that. It's a funny one because people spoke about attacking intent, and I think from the setup of the game, including the second half, the intent was attacking. I just don't think we did it very well, but we dominated at times. We didn't really give them a sniff. There was one chance Harrogate had where they could have scored. So the positives are the defence played well. We dominated a bit more in terms of in midfield, because I've complained about our transition play before. But up front, we have to do better. But you don't get too high, you don't get too low. Gills will work on it, and we've been in way worse positions than being top of the league or thereabouts. So Wesgate Gills, up the Gills. We've got another home game on Saturday. Let's try and keep the momentum going.